G80 Sport delivers comfort and luxury with a bit more poke. Taking on the Teutonic luxury trio is not an easy task. Ask Cadillac. Ask Lincoln. Ask Acura and Infiniti. Even Jaguar, a company with a history spanning nearly as long as all the German brands, sells a paltry number of cars in comparison. Does upstart Genesis even have a chance? Since 2008, Hyundai has ratcheted up its luxury game with the Genesis sedan while drastically improving the quality of all its mainstream cars across the board. Now, 2 years after spinning off Genesis as a standalone luxury brand, the Genesis G80 sedan has been given some sporting credentials. Does it hold candle to the established midsize sports sedans from Audi, BMW, and Mercedes-Benz? The 2018 Genesis G80 Sport, a new addition to the G80 range, combines the best attributes of the large, comfortable, effortless sedan with the mechanical, beating heart of the Kia Stinger, slotting in between the naturally aspirated 3.8-liter V6 and 5.0-liter V8 G80 models. The sport's 3.3-liter twin-turbocharged V6 spools up 365 horsepower and 376 pounds-to-foot of torque, and sends its power through an 8-speed automatic before arriving at the rear or all four wheels. The engine was more than capable of launching the large car hard without setting my pants on fire. Instead, a very linear wave of torque with minimal turbo lag contributed to smooth acceleration regardless of chosen drive mode, normal, sport, and eco. On the highway, the V6 couldn't be heard in the cabin whatsoever, but its 8-speed automatic was on the clunky side of sharp when the car was in sport mode and a bit too eager to hold revs and gears when off throttle. In normal and eco, the slush box was almost silky smooth. The Genesis finds its basis in a platform larger in every dimension, with a longer wheelbase and wider track for a smoother, more pleasant ride. Keeping its four 19-inch wheels and tires firmly planted on terra firma is an independent 5-link front and rear suspension setup with continuous damping control, the latter of which you can only get on the Sport. Even with slightly stiffer suspension tuning, the G80 Sport doesn't punish its driver. Over hundreds of miles of highway driving, I never once climbed out of the G80 Sport feeling tired. Still, this isn't a car you hustle at the speed of sound around corners, even if it's slightly heavier than normal steering may attempt to tell you otherwise. This is a touring sedan in the fullest sense of the term, and its dynamic suspension gizmos are meant more to smooth out crumbling infrastructure than to stiffen up the car for enthusiastic corner carving. If there's one aspect of the suspension I'd knock, it's the hollow sound that emanated throughout the cabin over larger bumps, far from the muffled thud you'd get from one of its German competitors. Speaking of the Germans, the G80 Sport AWD is best compared against the BMW 540iX Drive M Sport sedan, Mercedes-Benz E400 4MATIC AMG line, and Audi A6 3.0 TFSI with S-line flourishes. All of the sedans are powered by 6-cylinder engines with forced induction. The Audi is supercharged, making approximately the same amount of power and torque, though the G80 is the thirstiest at 17 city/24 highway/20 combined mpg. The German options all cost more to start, though the G80 Sport is better equipped. Heated and cooled seats are standard on the Genesis, optional with the Germans. Adaptive cruise control, too, is part of the base G80 Sport package. It gets a larger wheel package, has more horsepower, more torque, and offers more space in most interior dimensions. And yet the Genesis is significantly easier on your pocketbook than the BMW, Merc, or Audi by thousands when comparably equipped. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.